Hello peeps, how are you doing? I'm gonna try to find the feed here before I do anything. Today we're gonna do some free cards. We are going to make sure that the information about what's about to happen is coming through as well. And anything you guys want to do, just share to groups, share this feed to wherever you need to share it, and get yourself a free reading. Hello, Janice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up for 1 card free readings for people that share this feed. And I just want you guys to know that it's the day before the amazing 21st, where we are going into the age of Aquarius, which has to do with going into the golden age. And I think sometimes when we look at it, we're like, what is the golden age? And this is an age that, do you remember in the 60s and the 70s, the flower power time, where people were, free love, love and peace and this whole thing. It was such a beautiful time. I grew up, I was very young at that age, but I still grew up, and I remember all these movements that were just amazing. And then of course it was put to rest through drugs being shared and it wasn't, I'm talking about, nefarious beings coming in and ruining this expansion of the heart, the expansion, right? So the ascension that we're going into, and the ascension information that is very important to know, is that everything is from the heart. It's all coming from the heart. It's almost like when you're opening up. Remember how it was when you ran around and you were like totally in love with someone? That expansion that happens when you do that. Remember that? And when you're totally in love, you just feel everything is flowing, everything. That's where we're going into. Right now, whatever happens on this third dimension that you guys are watching, if you're watching the TV and watching the mainstream media and watching the news, I'm sure that many of you are like, what is happening, right? But behind the scenes, on a different dimension, we're getting a lot of help right now. But we earthlings, what we have to do is we have to spread our consciousness, we have to spread our love, we have to spread who we are, and we have to be united. And if you can be united, spreading your love, spreading your consciousness, helping people, continue doing this every day. For example, today, what did you do that helped another person, for example? Or what did you say that could help another person? So what I'm trying to say is that each one of us has a job to do. Each one of us has a mission. And we are opening for that, because whenever if we are suffering on the inside, that's what we shoot out to other people. That's what you're seeing is happening around this planet. People suffering, people living lives that are not what they wanted, right? So, but if we stand back and look and see, okay, what can I do as a person? What can I do to help humanity? What can I do? There's a lot of things you can do. All you need to do is open up your hearts so that you can connect, so you can flow, so you can be in the flow. Now I'm going to take a couple of cards. For humanity right now. What is it that we're going through? Now we have 1 day until the 21st, and the 21st has a lot to do with the solstice, the winter solstice here in the north and the summer solstice in the south. We have 2 planets, Saturn and Jupiter, that are conjuncting. a lot of movement, a lot of energy, a lot of decisions that are being made. But the most important thing that's happening is the ascension. Is the ascension from the third to the fifth. Third, fourth to the fifth. Sometimes, you know, but that is the most important thing that is happening right now. And I'm going to do a card now for humanity. What is it that we're having to look at? Yes. Haha. This is what we feel we are. We feel that we are very alone. Now, sometimes that's not a bad thing, because if you see that there's light in the end here, he's looking into light. He's walking very much alone. But that is one of the things that we have to learn to get out of. The fact that we feel that we are by ourselves. We're not by ourselves. We're always connected. We're always being helped. If we open up to that higher being, that higher part of us, what happens is this aloneness, you're going to feel more of a unity. So this is what we've been dealing with in the third dimension. The fact that we feel that we are alone, nobody's here to help us. And especially in this Rona times, there's a lot of people that are feeling, oh, you know, I had to do this. I was all by myself. Nobody's there to help me. Judy, yes. Yes, exactly. That's what we've been feeling. We've been feeling isolated. We've been feeling that, you know, there's nobody there. Been feeling scared. We've been feeling unsure. We've been feeling what's going to happen, and we're in a state. You see, I'm a hypnotherapist, so I know that the whole world has been on hold. It's gone through some trauma, and everybody's hypnotized right now. But the problem is, we are hypnotized in the way that we're staying in our trauma. So we need to open up, and we need to, first of all, just take a breath. Can you breathe? If you can breathe, you can also clear yourself out of this. I work with this a lot. I work with people that have had a lot of trauma beyond what we've gone through this time. Now, it could have been much worse. And we're still not really over everything. There's still some things that are being worked out in behind us. But, so let's go from the fact the first card was, we feel as people, we feel alone, okay? But what's happening right now is we are being reborn, all of us. Okay, yes, Annette, I will get you a card because you shared. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. It's really more about sharing so that more people can get this great energy. You guys feel the good energy, right? It's really good. High frequency love and light energy. That's what's coming to you right now. Okay, so what we're all going through as a collective is a rebirth. Look at that. So it goes from, is it a camel? A camel to a lion to a person that is good. I love that, Donald. So to a person that is playing the flute, feeling amazing, feeling uplifted. That's what we're going through, okay? That is what we're going towards. We're going towards the upliftment. And some of you might have been around in the 60s when you heard Age of Aquarius. And for those of you that are young that do not know the Age of Aquarius, about the golden age, about what's happening right now, actually is happening right when we're talking. Hola, Elena. If you don't understand, if you've not gone through this, go online, go on YouTube. After you've seen me, no, just kidding. Age of Aquarius, okay? Age of Aquarius. It's a song that was written in the end of the 60s, 70s, and it's about the new age that we're going into. You see, that's when they thought was going to happen. They thought that was going to happen in the 70s. You were expanding your hearts. You were uniting. You were going together. And then, of course, some interesting parties crushed it all by putting in drugs and violence and wars. And we know who that is. We don't have to say who that is, right? We know who that was. Okay, Annette. Let me just think about you. Annette, what is going on with Annette? What does she need? What do we need to do here with Annette? Okay, just so you guys know, I am a hypnotherapist. I work with mental health, and I'm also a theta healer. Work very deeply with that. Oh, Annette, you're needing to having to get let go. You need, and you are letting go of, I'm going to say dead weight. And I mean people that no longer are serving you. I'm talking about thoughts, emotions. You're going to have to let go of this, because when you do, Donald, yes, Donald, go back and look at it. Age of Aquarius, Aquarius. It's even in the movie Hair. If any of you guys know about that one, the 70s, a great. And Age of Aquarius has to do with the Ascension that they were doing then, but it was completely stifled. This time we're not allowing it, because we are going from the third, fourth is where the churches and everything are. I know that some of you are going to like, what do you mean? And then you're going to go to the fifth. Fifth is where you're opening your heart. You're completely in the love space. You're in bliss. You're having a very, very beautiful time. Yes, Annette. Okay, I want to go in there one more, and I'm going to say letting go of. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not even workout. I mean, sometimes when you have to sing, I just started. Okay, thank you, Donald. That helps. That makes me happy. So Annette, I just want to say that it's even some programming you're needing to clear. Thought patterns. And guys, when you're listening to this, it's you too, okay? There's some thought patterns, there's some programming, there's some ancestral stuff that you might need to clear, because when you do that, you free yourself. It's like an anchor, it's holding you down. You're freeing yourself so you can start flying. We are in the cocoon, we're getting out of that cocoon, and we're going into the full out butterfly flying, okay? The 21st is still a portal to manifesting directly, to what you're thinking, what you're feeling in your heart, raising the frequency and bringing it out, and letting it go out into the universe, because if you can imagine it, you can manifest it. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at it as. You guys, each one of you has the potential to live the life that you've always wanted to live. And I don't care right now, if you completely took away the mainstream media, you turned it off, you went into some kind of a place that is peaceful for you, and you raise your frequency, you raise your vibration. I can feel your hearts right now, because some of you are like really worried, about what's going to happen and what's going to happen. If you can just take a breath, go inside yourself and just let go of what's going to happen, and just send love to what you want it to be happening. That didn't sound quite great. Send love to what you want to happen, okay? And let that, because there are several roads to take right now. And it looks really doom and gloom right now, but a lot of things are coming up, and they're going to be falling apart, but falling into place. Okay, the light has won, guys, okay? I don't care what you see out there right now, the light has won. I'm here as a messenger for the light. The light and love has won, no matter what anybody says, no matter what you're watching on lamestream media, because it's not correct. Come on, guys, we have common sense. The lies that we've been told. Thank you, Elmer. The lies that we have been told as you see, they're falling apart. All of the lies that are being told right now are falling apart. So just open your hearts and allow them to shine, because that is what you came here onto this planet to do, right? You came here to shine. I'm going to take one more card, Okay, so right now what you're seeing on the scene, the political scene, there's a lot of participation going on. But underneath, as you see, there's a 4. Number 4 is a building a stable base. That's what's happening right now as well. We have under the surface, we are having people that, of course, are being cleared of the way, but the base is being built for a stable, beautiful life, and everything that is going on right now is trying to disrupt that, is trying to push people into fear. But if you stay in your heart and you don't let yourself go into fear, whenever you feel fear, go out into Mother Nature, have your shoes off, let Mother Nature clear that from you, because you do not need to carry that around. Well, Donald, I don't watch the news, and I haven't watched TV. I don't even have a TV. I haven't watched TV since 2007. So I'm in a beautiful, blissful state, and many of you guys say, well, wait a minute, how do you know what's going on then? Well, because I have an ability to go in and tune in to, if I want to know a little bit more, I'll tune in to where I need to tune in on the non-physical realm, okay? So I do know what's going on. And if I really want to know what's going on, I'll check Facebook and see what, or not Facebook, I'll check on YouTube, I'll check on other alternative places to see if there's anything else. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this here. And the last thing the galactics, the higher beings, God is telling us, this is it. Trust. Okay? It's almost like when you look at all that is happening in front of you, you're wondering, first of all, I'm wondering, how in the world can our president deal with this? It's almost like it's superhuman to deal with this, right? Well, guess what? He has Space Force. He has help from the other side. He has help from the higher frequency beings. I'm just telling you, that's reality. Now, is he going to tell us that? Probably not. And he also does what we call, he looks in these looking glass, but I feel that he does time travel. Because otherwise, how would he already, it's really, really crazy. He already knows the outcome, but he needs to expose all. And I'm not going to say so much more, but he needs to expose everything that has been going on. At the same time, we as a people, millions of us, are ascending into the fifth dimension. We are ascending. What does that mean? It means we are letting go of the third dimensional duality. And then we're jumping into the fourth dimensional where there's a little, it's between the duality and the heart center. And then when we go even further up, we're going into the fifth dimension, which has a lot to do with heart opening, unity, helping one another, okay? And I was being told today to do another Facebook Live because I think it helps a lot of people. It looks like it does. I'm getting a lot of good feedback. And some of you even look at it and say, well, how can this help me? Well, since the whole world is literally in a state of hypnosis, in a state of traumatic space, and when you're in that space, people can program you. That's why I say stay away from any programming, any programs, stay away from them. Go into your heart center and see who you are. Go in and connect with yourself. Do not even worry about what your neighbor says or what other people say. If it feels right for you, okay. But if it doesn't feel right for you, then don't go that way. Do things that make you feel good. Okay, so we're going to look at Isis. The energy of Isis is very, very powerful. And she has a lot to teach us. She came into this planet very, very strongly in 2012. And I felt her presence very strongly as I was bringing back the feminine, the divine feminine. So she's a goddess. I'm not talking about the group. I'm talking about the goddess Isis. Okay. And she has the powers. And she's a unifying being. She's not here to be, woman now and all that. No, no, no. She's here to unify, okay? But she's using her power, though. Awakening divine perception. Look what's happening here. Awakening divine perception. I'm going to show you this. It's really interesting. Eye of Horus. Now, I utilize her power to enhance mine. Okay? I don't do it like, let's see here. Wait a minute. Ancient power mysteries. Let's see here. Oh, the eye. Okay, the eye of Horus. Sorry, H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. A, B, C, D, E, F. I use her power. I use her eye of, okay, awakening divine perception. I use some of this to become even more focused on what it is that we want the outcome to be. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. Bring it all in. Take it in, guys, because this is true. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Okay, so again, you can't make this up. I just talked about it, and then another oracle opens up, and that's exactly what they're saying again. Do you see? There are no coincidences. You cannot make this up. I just talked about the fact that you're opening up to your own abilities, and you're opening up, and you are divinely guided. You are protected. Exactly what she's saying right here. I think that we might want to do that. I think that we might want to bring in that energy even stronger. So for you that are here, let me ask you, would you like to be initiated in this higher frequency, in this higher energy that can help you focus, that can help you be protected, that can help you feel safe, and that can help you connect to your divine purpose actually as well? If you're open to it, I will do that. Otherwise, we will go on to doing some more cards, and we will just continue. I'd like to hear what you guys would like to do. I don't know. Come on, guys. Okay, I'm going to put it to the side, because what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to, I want you guys all to be able to do this. But what I'm going to do right now, okay, I will do that then. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure. I want to make sure you guys want to do this, okay? So I'm going to ask you right now to close your eyes, relax your breathing, and go into your heart space. And then as you do that, I want you to either within yourself or aloud say this. Say this out loud or within you. And I'm going to say it very slowly. I call upon those beings that love me unconditionally. I call upon the Eye of Horus, upon divine sight that loves me unconditionally. Of my own free will, be with me now. Just allow yourself to breathe that in. Just allow yourself to breathe that in. Inside, in your inner vision, deep behind your eyes, allow this to surround you. Allow this beautiful energy to surround you. And I want you just for a moment, imagine the golden energy that is coming from the top of your head, that's coming down into, that is completely clearing you of anything that is no longer necessary. As you breathe in, let that golden energy come down and completely, fully fill your head, your throat, your body. Just let that energy flow all the way down to the center of Mother Earth, the crystalline center of Mother Earth, and then bring it back up into your heart. And then I'd like you to reside in your heart right now. I'd like you to stay in your heart right now. Take a deep breath. And in your mind's eye, you might be saying, I now trust in Horus, who loves me unconditionally, to gift me with divine sight, with protection, with divine, and with triumph over darkness. I accept all such help coming from unconditional love now. I'd like you now to imagine that your inner eye can look upwards from inside your head and perceive directly out of the top of your head. It can see, sense, or intend that the above, that there is another divine eye. In other words, the divine energy is coming right through. It's coming through, strong and powerful. Letting that, it's almost like a sunbeam with this golden light just shining right down into your skull, into the top of your head, with intensity. It's perfect for you. Bright and clear. And you might want to let this energy flow easily and effortlessly into your body. Just let that energy come down. And just almost with your hands, feel it come all the way down to your feet, all the way down, distributing this energy around, okay? And then we're going to go into a higher frequency, okay? And this frequency is going to go in, it's going to be an incantation. And we're going to do this several times. And I want you to feel the energy in the words as you speak them aloud. Feel the energy in the words as you speak aloud. The incantation of the Eye of Horus is what you're doing right now. And you can choose to speak it loud or not. But I'm going to say it, and you can just absorb it if you would like. Eye of Horus, Eye of the Sun. Let my divine vision fully come. I call upon your protection, divine. May my gifts awaken in service and shine. Help me see through your eye so bright, beloved Horus, Lord of Light. I see accurately without distortion or fear. I am gifted with vision, pure and clear. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to say it a little bit slower. I want you just to feel that energy flowing through you, okay? Stay in your heart right now. Maybe even place your hand on your heart. It will help you stay in the insight, which always comes from the heart. Eye of Horus, Eye of the Sun. Let my divine vision fully come. I call upon your protection in service and shine. Help me see through your eye so bright, beloved Horus, Lord of Light. I see accurately without distortion or fear. I am gifted with vision pure and clear. So this is really about opening up your abilities to see. You see, once you start doing that, you see beyond the BS going on, because you're absolutely opening up to all. The veil is becoming less and less, and you're opening up to that. So breathe in and allow that energy to come in and help you open up so that you're able to see with pure brightness, clear-sightedness, all of what's going on in on this plane right now, this circus that's going on outside, okay? Where you can see beyond what you're being presented with. Because I know you guys are evolved enough to understand that what we are being presented with always has an agenda. And once you understand that everything that is coming into your sphere, that is trying to become mainstream, that is trying to change your way of thinking, that is trying to, once you start seeing beyond that, seeing beyond what is being said, seeing what is being done, okay, understanding that what you are being presented is not reality, it's an illusion. And I know some of you that are musicians, some of you that you do see a lot of things, but some of you are opening up to the fact that, hey, this is BS what we're being presented with. And so today was a way of opening your eyes, opening your being, and opening up to the greater things that you can open yourself up to, instead of going down that path that is being presented for you on the lamestream media. I'm all about peace, love, and understanding, except for when you're trying to F with me. And I'm talking about what's happening on this world stage right now. Actually, the whole world has been duped, but we, the people, are waking up. I've been one of those that have been awakened for the last 20 years, and they all thought I was crazy. Well, now comes the time when they're like looking, hey, Helene, she wasn't that crazy. She kind of was on the point. In the beginning, it hurt me a lot, so I stayed in my closet. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to talk about it because nobody's going to listen anyway, and so on and so forth. But now that we are all having to awaken, we've had a period of time where we were isolated, where we had to go within ourselves. Now, more and more people are waking up. And yes, Donald, more and more people are waking up. More and more people are seeing the things. And I'm even surprised when I speak to people and like, oh, you're awake. Oh, thank God. Oh, you're also, oh gosh. It's only taken, for me, it has been, a 20-year journey that that many people the last year have finally awakened to. But I've been awake since, way back, because, but of course I was not awakened. I was not understanding the gravity, and I'm not talking about gravity, the graveness, the deep, nefarious, what was going on. I wasn't even understanding that. I didn't understand how bad it really was. I do work with children that are in a very bad state. I do work with a lot of different people, PTSD, people that have anxiety and depression. But I did not go in any way to I kind of understood a lot of things, but I did not understand that it was that bad. And I know that a lot of us have had a rude awakening. And So that's why when you're in the divine flow, letting that flow through you, allowing that to be part of your life, and opening up to that, the higher, the creator of all that is, when you're opening up to that, you're actually also opening up to the part of you. You're opening up to the part of you that is part of the creator of all that is, right? Some people call it God, some people call it source, some people call it universe, you know. Some people don't want to put the word God in it because it has a different connotation. But it is the divine that is coming through. That is the divine that we are connected to. It is I call it the cosmic net. Instead of the internet, it's the cosmic net. You tune up to that, and oh my God, you get all the answers, right? Being an open channel for all of my life, I literally was always connected. So, and that was another reason why I never really could fall asleep. I was always awake. I was always seeing things. Well, wait a minute, they're saying this on this plane, but I understand it from this plane. You know, it's a different ball game when you have that ability. When you open up your first or your third eye, however you look at it, you can't be fooled anymore. And when you can't be fooled anymore, well, guess what? They're trying to close us down. Why? Because if we all open our abilities to see, to be, to connect with the divine, with our hearts, with each other as well, oh my gosh, they can't control us anymore. And that, my gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason why they give us fluoride. They poison us. They poison our minds. They poison our souls. They're trying to now poison us with vaccines. That's the reason. They do not want us to awaken. Thank you, Donald. Aw, thank you so much. Well, I can tell you one thing, that there are so many people that are stressed right now. Beyond belief. People are just, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's like, yes, but we have to, the way-sharers, have to be here and do our work so that you guys can understand that we are all on the right direction. This is divine timing. This is divinely guided. You are watching right now. It's a horror movie, okay? But soon you're going to be watching the light come through, okay? The light has already won. That's we've already seen it. And I say we, when I work on my work with my beings of the other realms, when I work with them, I already see what they have done and what is to come. So if you can imagine it, you are creating it as well. And there are a lot of us, we've already tipped the scales. The ship has already turned towards the light. Because for a long time, we were having 2, maybe 3 different paths, timelines to jump into. But we have cleared the dark one. So the light has won. We are still seeing some remnants of what is going on. There might still be some more difficult times that we're going to be going through. But just know in your hearts, guys, just know in your hearts that this is a period of time where we are letting go of all this that has held us as prisoners. Letting go of the darks, and the deep, the DS, the dark deep state, DDS. That's another 3-letter word. I'm thinking about all the 3-letter agencies that are in deep trouble right now. It's interesting what's going on as we speak. Now, let's go and see what the galactic heritage, what the galactics have to say to us. And these are the beings that are helping us, assisting us, helping us in this ascension, because this is not the first time planet Earth and her people are going through an ascension process. This is not the first time, but in our life, it's the first time. Or at least, in this life, it's the first time for us, because we've been living other lives too. So I have to be careful with what I say. Oh my gosh, I was about to. Yeah, so let me go in and see what the Galactics have to say for us, and what advice they have, because they have a lot of advice. They come very many times with they come from a different perspective, because they're not here on this. Oh, I got two. Oh, interesting. So I got two. I got one that is called the present. It's called Returning the Favor. I know these look funny, but if you look at them, they have frequencies. Returning the Favor. Okay, and the next one is the Melting Pot, Earth, for the future. Oh, this is going to be really interesting to see. So this is the Galactic cards. Now, if you look at them, they have a frequency. You bring in that frequency into you. Let's see. Returning the Favor is the first one. And 82, that's interesting. There it is. During the darkest time of Zeta history, when they thought their species would be extinct, humans helped them. Now listen to this. They thought their species would be extinct, but the humans helped them. This immense and selfless gift will never be forgotten. Now that their species has passed through the crisis, the Zetas are returning the favor by offering us their wisdom, their help, their love, and in a variety of ways. This is the connection card, which means that you have a connection to the Zeta race, and their energy is available to you in this life to tap into on your spiritual path. You have also had at least one lifetime as a Zeta. Open yourself to their energy and prepare for your heart to expand. Oh my God, I felt it in my heart. Did you guys feel it in your heart? I just, whoa, they're coming in and they're opening our hearts. Is that cool or what? That is really, so they're returning the favor. Guys, we've helped other beings and now they're helping us. I know they look funny. Just allow that. That is beautiful. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. This is the present. This is what's happening right now. These are not the only beings that are here helping us. I can tell you that because I work with other beings. I have not worked with the Zetas, but they look like, this is beautiful. Aw. And then we're going to go to Earth, the future, which is the melting pot. Let's see, 75. Oh my God, again. Okay, we cannot make this up. Did I talk about unity in the beginning? Okay. Here it is. 75, unity. Earth, the future. Melting pot. Unity from diversity is one of the most powerful evolutionary ideas for a species. Humanity is an amalgamation of many diverse ET species. Thank you. It is a direct reflection of the galactic community. Oh, was I telling you guys this before? Look at this. Wow. Once humankind begins to fully embrace those who are different and sees itself as one people, it will be ready to join the galactic community. Aww. This card reminds you that beyond race, gender, skin color, and beliefs, all beings come from the same source. Humans must transcend the fear of those who are different and extend their hearts to all beings in order for this necessary evolutionary step to be activated. Okay, guys, so there's your job. You have a job right now. The job is to extend your hand to people that you not normally do. Extend your heart. Help someone you wouldn't normally do. Start doing this, each one of you, because if each one of you does this, guess what's going to happen? We, as a species, are going to have so much more help from the galactic community. And why do we want this? Well, they possess a lot of technology that we are waiting to get. And the reason why we haven't gotten it until now is because we have been in this draconian grip that has kept us in this slave mentality. What's happening now is that we're getting out of this draconian grip. We've already released ourselves. And the technology that's coming in, the galactics already have. The technology of keeping us healthy, of reversing aging. Like there's so many different things that are coming to us that have not been on this planet because we were immature to even handle it, and because the good people have been imprisoned for such a long time that they couldn't bring it to us because it would come into the wrong hands. So get ready, peeps, for an amazing journey. And like I said in the beginning, the Ascension is going into the next dimension. Yeah, okay, what's that? Well, that's going into your heart center. Imagine waking up in the morning with bliss, the blissful feeling of love, unity, peace, serenity. Your mind is serene. You know how much that money cannot buy that. I'm sorry. I'm not against money. Absolutely not. It's a form of energy. But what I mean is, when people ask me, Helene, what makes you tick? I said, you know what? I wake up in the mornings and I have not a worry in sight, not a worry in my world. I mean, sometimes I do, of course, like everybody else. But 99.9% of the time, I don't have a worry. I'm just waking up and I'm just, oh, another day. What are we going to do today? Wow. And of course, I get awakened by 2 dogs that'll jump on me, and, you know, the sun is shining. I love it. It's raining outside. Well, here in Texas, we do love that. But you see, what we came into this planet, and I remember riding my bike as a youngster down like a hill and feeling the wind blowing in my face, my hair, everything, and I was just feeling so wonderful. And I wanted this to continue going on. I wanted this to be in that space. I wanted to continue feeling this way, this amazing, expanded way. Well, that's where we're going towards. We're going towards feeling the love. Remember our first love? I'm not talking about the breakup, but the time when you're expanding, you are connecting with someone else. You're feeling their energies. You're playing. You are running. You're laughing. You're in this. This is what we're going into. Okay. It doesn't look like it when you turn on the TV, but I can assure you that is where we're going. The light has won. Now it's just a matter of how fast each one of us takes on the responsibility of opening our hearts, healing our hearts, and opening our hearts to the greater good of all. And if you're sitting here listening to this and you're feeling really, really low, and you're feeling that this is not part of you because you do not feel it, maybe you want to connect with me. Maybe you want to call me or talk to me. That is free, a free consultation. What can we do? How can we help you? Because I'm really, really here for transforming people's lives so that they can live the life that they've almost not even dared dream about. So I want you guys to just understand that with all that's going on here, we, as a people, when we unite our hearts, our souls, we are a force to be reckoned with. Isn't that what Arnold Schwarzenegger says? May the force be with you? Or is that, no, that's Darth Vader, right? Oh gosh, I probably got it completely wrong. No, he says, I'll be back. Oh, yes. We have had a lot of good times, and I want you to, again, remember, Age of Aquarius, go back, go in, I think it's called, actually, oh, this is the craziest thing. So I went into YouTube to find the song Age of Aquarius, and you can't make this up. You know, the group is called The Fifth Dimension. Wow. The Fifth Dimension. In the 70s, they had a group called The Fifth Dimension. Do you think that it came from our creator? Do you think that the inspiration came from there? The name, The Fifth Dimension, which we're talking about the 70s. This is a long time ago. And then singing the song, The Age of Aquarius, which is the golden age. You just can't make that up. Right? I mean, if you even tried to make it up, you couldn't. I'm just going to try to see if I can connect here with... Anyway, I'm going to take a couple more cards because I see that maybe there's a spirit animal in your future, guys. There's a spiritual animal. Last time it was the eagle. That was so amazing. Got the eagle as our spiritual animal. This time, let's see what the animal kingdom is going to tell us right now. Let's see what the animal kingdom is going to tell us. See, the medicine cards, the animal medicine is very powerful. We have unfortunately not taken, hello. So we have unfortunately not taken the time to connect with the animal kingdom, and they are very, very important for us. They have a lot of great teachings. The plant kingdom has a lot of great teachings as well. Let's see what comes from the giraffe. Oh, I was telling a friend of mine that we used to have a resort here called the Serengeti Resort, and you could sit and eat, and they had giraffes there. The giraffe, the visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. Look at those. So gentle giants almost, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that energy. That's a beautiful, gentle energy that we might want to have right now, right? Trudy. I love that name. That's interesting. Rise above earthly matters. In other words, go up into your heart and allow the divine to come through so that you can expand your heart, so that you can help humanity, right? Glide through life with grace. I think that is an amazing, beautiful vision right now. Visionary. The giraffe is a visionary. Let's see if there's any more information. There you go, giraffe. They're the tallest land animals, and they tower far above all others. And they stride with grace across the savanna. Their long, slender necks lift their sights so they see life from a greater perspective. That's what we were talking about before. Look at it from another perspective, right? Giraffes often appear when we need to be reminded just how grand we are and that we have the potential to rise above any challenge with grace. Giraffe people are encouraged to stretch themselves as far as they can go. If giraffe is your totem, and that's interesting, most of us don't think about giraffes because most of us are not really in Africa, right? But if giraffe is your totem, you're a natural visionary with keen perception. You can see things that are coming long before others can. Now, guys, do you feel that your third eye is being activated right now? That's part of this ascension as well. I feel... And so giraffe is helping with that, being a visionary, okay? Open up to the giraffe energy. That's beautiful energy. Giraffe people have strong bonds with their family and friends because giraffe mothers share a special protective love with their offspring. This is a meaningful totem for children and mothers. Giraffe is very giving and often needs to set boundaries to avoid being misused. A unique giraffe trait is just how little sleep and water they need to maintain themselves and their lives. This characteristic signifies their conservative use of resources. Giraffes have amazing stamina and are patient, silent, and wise. Giraffe is an elegant power animal that bestows on you the gifts of friendship, grace, vision, and charm. That is beautiful. And I felt that that animal energy came within me, and I could just feel my third eye going ding, 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 ding. So, and some people are going to ask, what does that mean, ding, ding, ding? I just mean, do. My eyes, my third eye was just, first eye was just almost getting a headache. Some of you might be feeling that too. So when you are here on this frequency, I'm not even saying on this program, when you're here on this frequency with me, things start happening. Your heart starts opening. Your soul starts awakening. Your connection starts becoming clearer. You're able to see more. You see, that is what I have been instructed to work with whenever you guys jump on this feed. And I'm going to do this feed as often as I can. As often as I'm told to do it, I will be there. I won't be able to give you a forewarning, but just keep a lookout, okay? And today I am going to also say like this: with this love and this divinity and this beauty that is happening right now on your planet and our planet, open up and understand that if we're going through a little bit of harsh times, it is only because we're growing. And it's not always that easy to grow. It's like growing pains we're having right now. But understand that the light has won. Do not stay in fear. Stay in your heart. Go back into your heart. Open your heart. Help your neighbor. Help an animal. Help anything. Just give. That is what you can do. Sometimes we feel, oh, we can't do anything. Yes, you can. And when you think about people that you're not so happy with, send them love. Be the one that sends the love. You don't have to tell them, but it helps in relationships if you start sending the love to them, okay? And just know that I love you, and that each one of you is very important, and that each one of you is unique, and you all have unique talents. And just allow yourselves to breathe in and feel that all is right in your world. I know right now it might not look like it. Don't look at that, okay? Because I have seen beyond what's happening, and we're going to be just fine. All of us, the whole world actually, okay? With so much love and light. Over.